You know that feeling when you take a morning stroll, the sun just starting to warm your face, your body settling into a gentle rhythm? There's something magical about walking. It's been with us our whole lives, one of the first things we ever learned to do. But somewhere along the way, we started hearing numbers thrown around. You need 10,000 steps a day, or if you're not hitting 5 miles, you're not doing enough. There's something almost magical about walking, isn't there? It's one of those simple pleasures that's been with us our whole lives. Think back, your very first steps as a toddler, those carefree walks to school, the leisurely strolls you took in your younger years just to clear your head. Walking has always been there, steady and reliable, like an old friend. But somewhere along the way, we started hearing all these rules about it. You need 10,000 steps a day, or if you're not tracking your miles, you're not doing enough. And suddenly, what used to feel natural, just putting one foot in front of the other, started to feel like homework. Like something we were failing at if we didn't hit some arbitrary number. Well, I'm here to tell you, forget the numbers for a minute. Let's go back to what walking is really about, the way it makes you feel. That little burst of energy when you take a brisk walk in the morning. The way your mind clears after a stroll around the block. The joy of noticing small things, the birds singing, the way the light filters through the trees, the friendly nod from a neighbor. That's what matters. Because here's the truth, walking isn't just exercise. It's freedom. It's independence. It's a way to keep doing the things you love, whether that's traveling, playing with grandkids, or just running your own errands without relying on someone else. And the best part? You don't need fancy equipment, a gym membership, or even perfect weather to do it. You can walk in your living room, in a shopping mall, or around your backyard if that's what feels good. So if you've ever felt guilty because you didn't hit some mythical step goal, let that go. Today, we're not talking about counting steps like pennies in a jar. We're talking about walking in a way that works for you, because staying active after 60 isn't about keeping up with anyone else. It's about keeping your body strong, your mind sharp, and your spirit lifted. And guess what? Science backs this up. You don't need 10,000 steps to see real benefits. In fact, some of the latest research shows that just 4,000 to 6,000 steps a day can make a huge difference in your health, lowering your risk of heart disease, helping with joint stiffness, even boosting your mood. The key isn't the number, it's the consistency. It's moving a little every day, in a way that feels good to you. So let's take the pressure off. No more guilt, no more comparing, no more feeling like you're not doing enough. Whether you're walking to the mailbox and back or taking a long meander through the park, every step counts. Because the real magic of walking isn't in the distance, it's in how it makes you feel alive. Now, let's talk about how to make walking work for your life. Part 1. Why walking is your secret weapon for healthy aging. Let's start with the basics. Why walking? Well, think of it like this, walking is the most natural exercise in the world. You don't need special equipment, a gym membership, or even good weather. A walk around the living room counts on rainy days. But beyond that, it's one of the best things you can do for your body as you age. Let me tell you a little story about my neighbor, Margaret. At 72, she was starting to feel those little aches and pains we all know too well, stiff knees in the morning, that slight wobble when she stood up too fast. Her doctor suggested walking, but Margaret was skeptical. "I'm not an athlete," she told me. "What good will a little stroll around the block do?" Fast forward 6 months, and Margaret is a changed woman. She started with just 10 minutes a day down to the corner mailbox and back. Today, she's doing laps around the park, greeting neighbors by name, and even signed up for a senior walking group. But here's what's really remarkable: her blood pressure improved, her joints feel better, and she sleeps like a baby. All from putting one foot in front of the other. This isn't just Margaret's story. Science shows us that walking is like a miracle drug with no prescription needed. Let me break down why it's so powerful. First, your heart. Walking gets blood pumping without pounding your joints like running might. Studies show regular walkers have up to a 30% lower risk of heart disease. Think of it as oiling the engine of your body, keeping everything flowing smoothly. Then there's your bones and muscles. Did you know walking can actually slow bone loss? That's right, the gentle impact stimulates your bones to stay strong, helping prevent osteoporosis. And for your muscles, it's like giving them a daily tune-up, maintaining strength and flexibility where it matters most in your legs, core, and even your back. But here's what might surprise you most: what walking does for your brain. That rhythmic left-right movement creates a kind of cross-body communication that lights up your neural pathways. Research from the University of California found seniors who walked regularly had better memory and cognitive function than their sedentary peers. It's like giving your brain a workout while you exercise your body. Now, about that famous 10,000 steps number we've all heard about. Here's the truth: that number came from a Japanese marketing campaign in the 1960s for a pedometer called Manpaké, which literally means 10,000 steps meter. It wasn't based on medical research at all. The real science tells a different story. A 2019 study published in JAMA Internal Medicine found that women averaging 4,400 steps a day had significantly lower mortality rates than those doing 2,700 steps. The benefits kept increasing up to about 7,500 steps, then leveled off. For many of us, that's great news. It means you don't need to obsess over hitting some arbitrary high number to get real health benefits. Here's my golden rule: start where you are. If you're currently mostly sedentary, even adding 500 extra steps a day makes a difference. Maybe that's parking farther from the store entrance or walking around your house during TV commercials. The key is consistency, doing it regularly, and gradual progress. Try adding just 5% more steps each week. Remember my neighbor Margaret? She started with those short walks to the mailbox. Within months, without even realizing it, she was easily doing 5,000 steps a day and feeling better than she had in years. That's the power of starting small and letting your body naturally want to do more as it feels better. The beauty of walking is that it meets you where you are. Bad knees? Go slower on flat surfaces. Need more challenge? Add some gentle hills. The important thing is that you're moving, because every step is an investment in your health, your independence, and your quality of life. And here's something we don't talk about enough: walking is a mood booster. There's actual science behind why a good walk can make problems feel smaller and joys feel bigger. The combination of fresh air, rhythmic movement, and, if you're outside, nature works like a natural antidepressant. Many days, my walks serve more for my mental health than my physical health, and that's just as important. So whether you're walking to keep your heart strong, your mind sharp, or just to enjoy the sunshine, you're doing something truly powerful for yourself. And the best part? It's free, it's simple, and you can start right now. No equipment, no gym membership, just you and your 2 feet ready to take on the world, one step at a time. Part 2: Making walking work for your body and lifestyle. Now that we've established why walking is such a game changer after 60, let's talk about how to make it work for your unique needs. Because here's something important: walking isn't one size fits all. Your perfect walk might look completely different from your neighbor's, and that's exactly how it should be. First, let's address postures, something most of us don't think about until our backs start reminding us. Have you ever noticed how you tend to lean forward slightly when walking? That's our bodies compensating for weaker core muscles. Try this simple trick: before you start walking, pause for a moment. Roll your shoulders back, imagine a string pulling the crown of your head toward the sky, and gently engage your abdominal muscles. This alignment does 3 wonderful things. It takes pressure off your lower back, opens up your lungs for better breathing, and makes you look and feel more confident instantly. Now about footwear, this is where many of us go wrong without realizing it. Those old sneakers you've had for years? They might be doing more harm than good. As we age, our feet change, they flatten out, lose some of their natural padding, and often spread wider. Look for shoes with a wide toe box that lets your toes spread naturally. Good arch support, even if you never needed it before. Cushioning that absorbs impact but isn't too squishy. A lightweight design that doesn't make your legs work harder. And here's a pro tip: shop for shoes in the afternoon when your feet are naturally slightly swollen, just like they are after walking. Many specialty running stores have staff trained to analyze your gait. They can be incredibly helpful even if you're not a runner. For those dealing with joint pain or balance concerns, walking poles can be absolute game changers. These aren't just for hiking trails. Walking poles take 20 to 30% of the impact off your knees and hips. Improve stability on uneven surfaces. Engage your upper body for a fuller workout. Boost confidence if you worry about falling. I've seen countless seniors transform their walking routine with poles. Suddenly they're going farther, enjoying it more, and feeling secure every step of the way. Now let's talk terrain. While walking on pavement is fine, mixing up your surfaces can provide different benefits. Grass or dirt paths are gentler on joints. Sandy surfaces engage more muscles for stability. Gentle slopes strengthen different muscle groups. Treadmills allow precise control of pace and incline. If outdoor walking isn't practical, don't underestimate the power of indoor options. Mall walking, many open early for walkers. Walking in place while watching TV. Indoor tracks at community centers. Even pacing around your house counts. The key is to listen to your body's signals. Some muscle soreness is normal when starting out, but sharp pains or joint discomfort means you should adjust your approach. Maybe shorten your stride, slow your pace, or try a different surface. Remember that the goal isn't to push through pain, but to find movements that make your body feel better, not worse. What matters most isn't how fast or how far you go, but that you keep going consistently. Because every step you take is a victory for your health and independence. Closing, every step tells your story. As we wrap up today, I want to leave you with this thought: walking isn't just exercise, it's a celebration of your life in motion. Whether you're strolling through your neighborhood, pacing your living room, or exploring a park, every step you take is a testament to your strength, resilience, and commitment to living well. Think about all the places your feet have carried you over the years, the busy sidewalks of your youth, the quiet paths of parenthood, the uncertain steps after loss or illness, and now, these walks you take today, full of wisdom and intention. That's powerful. You're not just walking for your health, you're walking for your independence, your joy, and the freedom to keep writing your story on your own terms. So forget the pressure of step counts or speed. What matters is that you're moving in a way that feels good for you. Some days, that might mean a brisk walk that leaves you energized. Other days, it might just be a slow meander to watch the sunset. Both count. Both matter. And if you ever feel discouraged, remember, you're not just walking, you're winning. Every time you choose to move, you're defying the myth that aging means slowing down. You're proving that life after 60 can be vibrant, active, and full of small, beautiful moments, one step at a time. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's your favorite thing about walking? Is it the fresh air? The time to think? The way it makes your body feel? Share your stories. You might inspire someone else to take their first step. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more honest, uplifting conversations about thriving after 60. And the next time you're out walking, know that somewhere, I'll be right there with you in spirit, cheering you on, celebrating your strength, and remembering that no matter our age, the journey is always better when we keep moving forward. Happy walking, my friends. See you on the path. Subscribe for more tips on living well after 60.